We often find ourselves entangled in a web of external influences, unable to grasp the true essence of our existence. We live in a society that constantly bombards us with opinions, expectations, and judgments, ultimately leading us to feel controlled. It's time to break free from these invisible chains and discover the wisdom of Buddhism in English, a path that unveils the secrets to stop being controlled and regain control over our own lives. In this video, we will delve into the profound teachings of Buddhism, offering a deep understanding of its principles and practices. You will discover how Buddhism, when interpreted in English, can serve as a beacon of enlightenment, guiding you towards reclaiming your personal power and autonomy. Let us embark on this spiritual journey to understand how Buddhism, with its timeless wisdom, can empower you to break free from external control, liberating your mind and spirit. The art of inner freedom. Your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your own unguarded thoughts. The Four Noble Truths. Pain is certain. Suffering is optional. The Four Noble Truths serve as the cornerstone of Buddhist philosophy. These truths, when applied to our lives, offer profound insights into understanding and ultimately breaking free from external control. Truth 1. The truth of suffering. Suffering, in the context of Buddhism, does not refer only to physical pain. It encompasses the suffering caused by our attachment to desires and aversions. We often allow external influences to dictate our desires and aversions, leading to a life marked by suffering. Buddhism teaches us that suffering is an inherent part of life, but it is our response to it that determines our level of control. By acknowledging suffering and its roots, we can take the first step towards stopping external control and regaining our autonomy. Truth 2. The truth of the cause of suffering. The cause of suffering, according to Buddhism, is our attachment and craving. We seek to control our environment and the people in it, often leading to frustration and suffering. Understanding this truth means realizing that our relentless desire for control not only creates inner turmoil, but also subjects us to the manipulation of external influences. To stop being controlled, we must first cease our attachment to control itself. Truth 3. The truth of the end of suffering. Buddhism offers a message of hope by teaching that suffering can be ended. This doesn't mean external circumstances will always be perfect, but it signifies that we can achieve a state of mind that is impervious to external control. The interpretation of Buddhism, the end of suffering, implies that we can cultivate inner peace, irrespective of external circumstances. By letting go of the need to control everything, we can experience a profound sense of liberation. Truth 4. The truth of the path to the end of suffering. The path to the end of suffering is laid out by the Noble Eightfold Path, a guideline for ethical and mental development. It is a roadmap for stopping external control, leading to personal autonomy and inner freedom. When we study the Noble Eightfold Path, it becomes clear that it's not just a religious doctrine, but a practical guide for daily living. It helps us cultivate wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline, allowing us to break free from external influences. The power of mindfulness. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. Mindfulness is a practice that resonates deeply with the English-speaking world, offering a path to stop being controlled by the past and future. Mindfulness encourages us to focus on the present moment, cultivating an awareness that liberates us from the grip of external influences. Buddhism emphasizes the power of mindfulness as a means to break free from the past, which often controls our actions, and the future, which dictates our worries and anxieties. By living in the present moment, we gain control over our thoughts, emotions, and actions, leading to personal autonomy. Letting go of attachment. You only lose what you cling to. Attachment is a significant source of external control. Whether it's attachment to material possessions, relationships, or even our self-image, clinging leads to suffering. In the English interpretation of Buddhism, the concept of non-attachment offers a powerful tool to stop being controlled by external forces. Letting go of attachment doesn't mean we become indifferent to the world. It means we learn to navigate it with a sense of detachment. This English interpretation of Buddhism reminds us that when we cease clinging, we regain control over our emotions and decisions, allowing us to respond to life's challenges with grace. Embracing impermanence. Everything that has a beginning has an ending. Make your peace with that, and all will be well. Buddhism provides a profound perspective on impermanence. Understanding that everything is transient helps us let go of the illusion of control. We can stop being controlled by the fear of change and embrace the impermanent nature of life. Embracing impermanence means accepting that external circumstances, as well as our own thoughts and emotions, are constantly changing. By doing so, we regain control over our reactions and decisions, no longer being swayed by external forces. The interconnectedness of all beings. Hatred does not cease through hatred at any time. Hatred ceases through love. This is an unalterable law. Buddhism teaches us the principle of interconnectedness. We are not isolated individuals, but part of a vast web of relationships and interactions. By understanding this interconnectedness, we can break free from the control imposed by hatred, resentment, and prejudice. Buddhism encourages us to practice loving kindness and compassion, not only for our benefit, but for the well-being of all beings. By doing so, we transform our relationships and free ourselves from the control of negative emotions. The practice of meditation. Meditation brings wisdom. Lack of meditation leaves ignorance. Know well what leads you forward and what holds you back. Meditation is a powerful practice in Buddhism that resonates with people of all languages, including English. It is a tool that allows us to stop being controlled by our racing thoughts and emotional turbulence. Meditation is presented as a means to gain self-awareness and inner peace. It helps us become more conscious of our thoughts and emotions, enabling us to respond to external influences with clarity and autonomy. Compassion and forgiveness. Hatred never ceases by hatred, but by love alone is healed. Buddhism teaches us the transformative power of compassion and forgiveness. When we hold on to anger and resentment, we are controlled by our past experiences. Buddhism offers a path to let go of these negative emotions and regain control over our hearts and minds. The practice of compassion and forgiveness is a profound way to stop being controlled by the past. It liberates us from the burden of grudges and allows us to move forward with a heart full of love and understanding. The middle way. There is no path to happiness. Happiness is the path. The middle way, or the path of balance, is an essential concept in Buddhism that helps us stop being controlled by extremes. The English interpretation of this concept emphasizes the importance of finding a harmonious and balanced approach to life. In a world often driven by extremes, the middle way encourages us to strike a balance between overindulgence and self-denial. By doing so, we regain control over our lives, free from the influence of unhealthy extremes. The role of a teacher or guide. Buddhism teaches us the value of having a spiritual guide or teacher. Such a guide can provide us with invaluable wisdom and support on our journey to stop being controlled and attain spiritual liberation. A qualified teacher can help us navigate the complexities of the mind and offer insights into how external influences impact our lives. Through their guidance, we can gain a deeper understanding of Buddhism and its practical applications in daily life. The importance of community. As rain does not break through a well-thatched house, passion will not break through a well-reflecting mind. Buddhism, whether in English or any other language, emphasizes the significance of community. In English-speaking countries, many people find solace and support in Buddhist communities that encourage them to stop being controlled by external influences. Being a part of a spiritual community provides a sense of belonging and shared values. It offers us the opportunity to learn from others and gain insights into our own journey to break free from control. It is a place where we can collectively cultivate mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom. The challenge of modern life. In today's fast-paced and highly interconnected world, the challenge of stopping external control has become more complex. The English interpretation of Buddhism offers a fresh perspective on how to navigate the unique challenges of modern life. The constant barrage of information, the pressures of social media, and the demands of a fast-paced lifestyle can all contribute to a feeling of being controlled. In this chapter, we will explore how Buddhism can help us maintain our inner peace and autonomy in the face of these challenges. Cultivating inner strength. You yourself must make an effort. The Buddhas are only teachers. Buddhism underscores the importance of personal effort in stopping external control. Cultivating inner strength and resilience is a fundamental aspect of the path to liberation. By understanding that we are the architects of our own destinies, we can break free from the control of external influences. This chapter will delve into the practices and attitudes that help us develop the inner strength needed to reclaim our autonomy. The power of ritual and ceremony. Buddhism incorporates various rituals and ceremonies. These ceremonial practices can be a source of comfort and inspiration on our journey to stop being controlled. Rituals and ceremonies can help us create a sacred space in our lives and connect with the teachings of Buddhism on a deeper level. They serve as reminders of our commitment to breaking free from control and pursuing a path of liberation. Applying Buddhism in daily life. Do not dwell on the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. The ultimate goal of Buddhism is not to withdraw from the world, but to live mindfully and authentically in it. In this chapter, we will explore practical ways to apply the wisdom of Buddhism, especially in an English-speaking context, to our daily lives. Whether at work, in relationships, or in our personal pursuits, Buddhism offers guidance on how to stop being controlled by external influences and lead a life rooted in freedom and authenticity. The journey of self-discovery. Buddhism, the journey of self-discovery, is a profound aspect of the path to liberation. It's a journey that leads us to uncover our true nature and break free from the constraints of external control. Overcoming fear and insecurity. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Fear and insecurity often lead to a desire for control. The English interpretation of Buddhism provides us with the tools to overcome these powerful emotions and regain our inner peace and autonomy. Buddhism helps us confront our fears and insecurities, ultimately allowing us to stop being controlled by them. By finding inner peace, we can navigate the uncertainties of life with confidence and grace. The role of wisdom and understanding. Wisdom and understanding are fundamental aspects of Buddhism, whether practiced in English or any other language. This chapter delves into the profound insights offered by Buddhism and how they empower us to stop being controlled by ignorance and delusion. Buddhism encourages us to seek knowledge and cultivate wisdom. It teaches us that through understanding the nature of reality and the workings of our own minds, we can attain a level of control over our lives that is both empowering and liberating. The ultimate goal. The goal of the spiritual path is to transcend suffering, not to avoid it. The ultimate goal of Buddhism signifies liberation from suffering and external control. This chapter explores the concept of nirvana and how it serves as a beacon of inspiration for those seeking to break free from the cycle of control and suffering. Buddhism presents nirvana as a state of profound inner peace and realization. It is the destination of the spiritual journey, where one achieves complete freedom from external influences and attains the highest level of autonomy. The path forward. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. As we reach the culmination of our journey through the teachings of Buddhism in English, it's essential to consider the path forward. The wisdom of Buddhism offers a roadmap to stop being controlled by external influences, but it's up to each individual to tread this path with dedication and commitment. We find a profound and inspirational guide to stop being controlled by external influences. It offers a path to inner freedom, a way to break free from the bonds of attachment, and a roadmap to self-discovery and enlightenment. By studying and applying the teachings of Buddhism, we can embark on a transformative journey that leads to greater autonomy, inner peace, and a profound sense of liberation. It is our hope that this comprehensive exploration of Buddhism in English has provided you with the knowledge and inspiration needed to embark on this transformative journey. May you find the strength and wisdom to stop being controlled and, in turn, inspire others to reclaim their autonomy and live a life of true freedom. Remember the words of the Buddha. You yourself must make an effort. The Buddhas are only teachers. The path to stopping external control and regaining your autonomy is in your hands. The wisdom of Buddhism is here to guide you, but the journey is yours to undertake. May you find the strength and inspiration to walk this path with courage and determination.